How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today I wanted to give you guys a quick update on our Bestway pool. As you can see behind me how crystal clear it is. Give you a few things we noticed on this we could potentially do better in the future, and give you a sneak preview at our testing we're doing with our solar heaters for the pool here. So stick around, we'll take a look at this quick and go from there. Well, as you can see here, you probably noticed on our videos, our deck, our nice deck we have here on the pool. If you look down there how crystal clear the water is. So it's a little windy today, so hopefully this mic's doing a good job keeping me clear, but we do have some steps that go down in here off the deck into the pool. Looks up nice. And over here we have a skimmer that we use to keep all the stuff off the top of the pool. Having these steps go down directly in the pool is really nice, especially if you have a hard time getting in and out of the pool. These steps basically allow anybody to get in and out, and you don't have to have that big arching one that you have to get over top of the top rail. So highly recommend these type of stairs. And so you'll see over here we have, coming out of the skimmer into the pump, on the Bestway pool there are two lines that come out, one there and one there, that come out to the main pump. They did that for a safety reason, to reduce the amount of suction coming out of the pool. But overall looks good, you know, nice and clear, getting some chemicals in it. Chlorine is really hard to come by nowadays, so we're lucky, and my parents prepped up and had theirs purchased prior to the beginning of the year. So if you're having chlorine shortages, I feel bad for you. All right, let's go down the stairs here. All right, so walk on the outside of the pool here. You'll notice that the holes up here on the top by the legs are a little off on some of these. They're shifted. We had the same problem on our previous pool, and it's just one of those things. As it fills up, it doesn't always stay in the right spot, and they kind of hug each end depending upon where you're at in the pool. We haven't really had any big problems with it so far, and so we'll just leave it how it is. We're actually using the pump and filter from our older pool because it's a higher capacity pump. And then we put together another fitting down here to help, so we can shut off these from the pool if we want to, so we can clean out the filter and such. So we reduce the suction in the water. Again there, so over here we'll give you a sneak peek at the solar project we're trying on. We'll look at that in a minute. One thing we did notice is you look down on top of this second post here is a little high. Make sure when you're putting these rocks down in here for your support like we did, if you're choosing to go that route, keep them all level. You can see here this one's about an inch taller than it should be, but we'll get it figured out here either later this year when we have to drain it. I mean, you can see on the side it's a little bit taller on the water line, so we'll get that fixed in the spring. But just keep in mind when you're doing this that this bottom row needs to be flat. Other than that, the pool looks to be really nice, organized shape. Tip and hook here, so it's looking pretty good. Now let's take a little sneak peek at our solar pool heater project. So right now we're trialing two of the Intex solar heaters. We did find out the hard way. There is a pump limitation. It says the recommended the maximum flow rate being 1,500 gallons per hour, or a 3rd horsepower motor. Using the pump that came with this, it is a 0.54 horsepower motor, and it will blow these fittings apart on the pads. As well as the other one we had was too large as well, so that was causing problems. We ended up going with our original pump here, which is 1,000 gallons per hour, and we don't have any problems now. But basically right now we've got a line coming in here in the pool. We got it sucking out into the pump. Over here it goes through two of these solar heaters, which I think we'll probably end up getting a couple more, and it comes out over here right now. I did have to, just to make this work, I 3D printed some couplers here because Intex and Bestway decided that's going to be their specific thread they're going to use, and they want to keep it proprietary themselves. So if you have any desire to find fittings like that, unless you buy them, you're not going to find them. And you can again see here the other coupler I made for that one. So again, this is our prototype stage of how this is going to be. Surprisingly enough, between the water temperature and what's coming through this solar heater, we're seeing a 2-degree increase with just these two pads. You know, the water's coming out, you know, not super fast. So we'll see what it really does with the pool water in a few days. I know it wants us to have more than what we have there now to get any type of efficiency out of it. So we'll see how this works for a couple more days. And I think, you know, we're seeing a couple degree increase, and maybe enough to make the water warmer. not having a solar cover at night is going to make things difficult for doing that, but at this point we haven't decided not to do that. So far the pool has been working really well. Hopefully we get it tested out tomorrow. It's supposed to be around 95 degrees. We have a pool temperature right now of around 80 degrees, so it's gonna be a little cool, but I think it's gonna be all right. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I want to make a quick video. I want to give you an update on the pool. Everything's in working shape. Stay tuned to find out more about these solar heaters. We're again testing them out more now. If you're going to buy them, if you want to look at the future, you're going to buy them, just make sure you pay attention that your pumps don't exceed the capacity of those pads. It will blow all the fittings apart and make a mess, which I didn't get on video and you probably would have laughed at. So that's the pool in all its glory, and we'll be getting in it tomorrow. Thanks again for stopping in. Catch you in the next one.